Hello, students. It's Monday. Sorry I'm so late getting this video up. Been a tough weekend. My wife drew back, and so anyway, so we got 3 problems to do. I'm going to do those, and then I'm going to stop the video and upload that video, and then I'm going to do a separate video then giving you an introduction to chapter 10. I am still going to upload that today, so be watching for the chapter 10 video. All right, we're going to start with this problem 59. In problem 59, I think it's useful for us to use a decision tree for this. The executor of an estate can make an election to value property at 6 months following the date of death. And so this is what this problem is really about, is what's the value or basis that we're going to put on these properties that are distributed. So if an election is made, we're going to start with this no leg of this. If no election is made, then the fair market value is equal to basis on date of death. If an election is made, then we have to know, was the property distributed prior to 6 months? This is yes. Then basis is equal to fair market value on date of distribution. If this is no, basis is equal to fair market value 6 months following date of death. All right, so that's our decision tree that'll help us solve this problem. So I've got to put my glasses on. So Taylor dies on February 19th of the current year. Among the assets is this stock. Taylor paid $14 per share. That doesn't make any difference here in our problem. Market values per share are on these dates. Taylor will provide that niece is to receive the shares. What is Sherry's basis in the shares? No election is made, and the shares are given to Sherry on April 1st. Date of distribution does not matter if no election is made. So the basis is going to be the fair market value. Actually, this is backwards. This is basis. Basis is equal to fair market value on date of death. So we're going to use this $12 a share amount. Part B, the executor validly elects the alternative valuation date, and Sherry receives the shares on November 21st. Well, August 19th is going to be my 6 month following date of death, so this is distributed afterwards. So we're going to be yes, election, property distribution prior to 6 months. No, basis is equal to fair market value, 6 months following date of death, which is going to be this August 19th value of $10 a share. And finally, the executor validly elects the alternative valuation date, and Sherry receives the shares on April 1st. Well, now we're going to be up here. Property distributed prior to the 6 months. Yes. Basis equal to fair market value on date of distribution. And on April 1st, the value is $18 per share. All right, so that takes care of problem 59. All right, let me erase my board here now, and we'll go to this next problem. Okay, so here in this next problem, Alexis purchases a duplex, paying $18,000 cash, and assuming the seller's mortgage of $80,000. Gives us $98,000. In addition to that, she paid legal fees of $3,000 and spends another $9,000 on painting and carpeting to get them ready to use. So this is $3,000 plus $9,000 gives me a total of $110,000. What she then does is she then converts, because this is a duplex, she then converts half the duplex to a rental, and she keeps half the duplex for her personal residence. So we're going to split this up. We literally now have two assets. The rental unit and the personal use asset. PU, personal use asset. Okay? She takes $4,800, excuse me, $4,800 of depreciation, gives us a value here of $50,200. But then what happens here is she converts this property from personal use to a rental. And so, and the value here on the whole thing is now not $110,000, but $60,000. So $30,000 on each side. So here we got $30,000 fair market value on the date that it was converted. And so remember when we talked about gifts, and when we give a gift in which the fair market value is less than the basis, and we have the split basis rule. That's what we have here, is we have a split basis rule. We have a gain basis, which is going to be this $55,000 plus the $900 in painting. We have a loss basis, which is going to be the $30,000 plus the $900 in painting. So the basis for depreciation purposes is going to be my loss basis. Let me say this again. When we have a split basis rule, my basis for depreciation purposes is my loss basis. So she's going to depreciate $30,900 then on this one, and she's going to continue. This lower end value does not affect the rental piece of it. So she's going to continue to depreciate this just like she has been. This is my basis here. This is my loss basis. This is my gain basis. All right. 64 is very similar to this problem. In which Phoebe opens a bait store, and starting up the business, she decides to use her personal truck as a delivery vehicle. She had paid $16,000 for the truck, which was worth $10,000 when she converted it. So we have a $16,000 gain basis, a $10,000 loss basis. And neutral base in the truck, you see that, that's part A. Part B, after using it for 2 years, she sells it and uses the $5,300 in proceeds as a down payment on a new delivery truck. She has correctly deducted $2,700 in straight line depreciation on the truck during the 2 years of business use. So $2,700 here gives me $13,300 as my gain basis. $2,700 here gives me $7,300 as my loss basis. It says that I sold it for $53,000, which is going to be produce a loss, a $2,000 loss. And where does this $6,000 go? Well, it ends up the same place as Sam's goldfish. So it's lost forever. All right, stick around. I'll after I upload this one, I'll upload then the next one that provides you with an introduction to chapter 10. And thank you. Be safe. Practice good social distancing skills. Thank you.